Thanks so much for tuning into this very special conversation. I call it special because there are multiple ways in which we can say, or multiple reasons for which we can say we want to do this conversation. RailTel is a business in focus. The company calls itself, and I quote, one of the largest neutral telecom infrastructure providers in India. Some analysts believe it is well positioned to benefit from the digital transformation program initiated by the government of India, including Indian Railways, not just Indian Railways, which significantly increases the visibility of order flows and execution for the company. It has an exclusive right of way on 67,400 railway kilometers of railway tracks, connecting over 7,000 railway stations as well. So lots happening in RailTel. And it's best to get in Mr. Sanjai Kumar, who's the CMD of the company, to tell us all the stuff that they are doing out there. Mr. Kumar, great having you. Thanks for taking the time out.
Thank you very much and very good morning.
Very good morning to you. Can you tell us, Mr. Kumar, you're doing multiple things. What are the few that stand out for you in terms of execution, visibility, and order inflows over the course of the next 6 to 12 to 18 months?
See, if we talk of delivering, so we already have a very good amount of order book with us already, which is 5,200 plus crores, and it includes commitments, delivery commitments going up to even 10 years also. So this year, I'm sure that we will be getting the numbers with the guidance of 25% minimum, which I'm sure, and I anticipate that, I expect that we'll surpass this guidance as well. So this is the overall number. As far as the works which we will be delivering apart from telecom services, include tunnel communication works of Indian Railways, which are basically Kashmir Katra-Banihal tunnel, which is ongoing work, will be completing this year. Then Central Railway communication, tunnel communication in Lonavala tunnels. Then Southwestern Railway also, we have few tunnel works. Then apart from this, video surveillance work is also progressing. This is also again in Indian Railways. Other than this, we are working on a very strategic data center for Government of India. I will not be able to share that detail, but it is also a very complex data center which will be delivering this year, which I'm sure our investors and media must have seen on SEBI portal as well. Then we are also working. Basically, we have got an order from CRIS for modernization of PRS, which is very important for Indian Railways, because right now, roughly, I think the numbers of simultaneous booking, which can be done through portal, the project is targeting to increase it by 10-fold or so. So these are the few projects which we are doing in Indian Railways, and then we are also having another important project, which is Pondicherry Smart City work, which is also targeted for this year. Then State Bank of India ATM connectivity project through modern technology, which is SD-WAN. Then there's one more project which is also likely to be completed, signaling project in Northern Railway in Firozpur division. And the most important, which we actually are proud of, that we have recently completed successfully integrated telecom service as a integrated telecom service provider at G20 Summit, which recently held in ITPO Delhi, where all the who's and who's of the globe were present, and we could deliver the service without any failure, without any glitch. We provided internet, we provided Wi-Fi, LAN, and mobile connectivity with the help of course, telcos. Sure. So this has been an experience which was really very, very enriching for us, for our young team, who worked continuously for even 72 hours in a stretch.
Sure.
and it has been praised by international media, including Indian media.
Yeah, and
So these are the, yeah.
and I believe just on the last point, you've got the exclusive right for providing the telecom infrastructure at the ITPO
Yes.
campus for 8 years.
Thank you for adding to that. Yes, we have got an exclusive MOU with ITPO for next 8 years.
Yeah.
So
What?
whatever events, yeah.
No, sorry. Please explain.
So whatever events will be there, we will be the sole partner for ITPO for all these activities, all these gamut of activities.
What is the kind of revenue potential that something like this can bring about, Mr. Kumar? Nobody can quite imagine. So would love to hear from you.
See, this is an opportunity where revenue potential we see next 5 to 8 years alone from this, it will be 50 to 60 crore. But the kind of visibility RailTel will be gaining, will be earning, that really we cannot translate into commercial terms.
Okay.
So that is the kind of opportunity we have got, and risk-free we could do this during G20. So we have now gained a confidence level, which is really uh, commendable for our team.
Good. Very happy for you. In terms of a broad bouquet, Mr. Kumar, between telecom services, project services, and data center services, from where we are right now to, let's say, the next 4 or 5 years, when you've said that you are targeting maybe revenues of close to 10,000 crores or maybe higher, what grows the most? What gives you the biggest leg up in terms of revenue growth?
So I would club rather see there. I would divide this into three segments. One is railway projects, primarily signaling and telecom and modern signaling systems. The other would be a digitalization project outside railways and from railways. And the third one would be telecom. So telecom is actually intertwined in these two categories. I would not say that telecom is a separate category, but of course it is separate. We have to make it separate because of regulatory requirement. We have to declare our telecom income. So telecom will always be there because ICT, you can't do anything without telecom. So that is where if I talk of pure telecom, yes, telecom revenue share will be as a part of overall revenue will be the percentage will be of course not much growth, not will be growing that much, but we expect that telecom revenue in terms of money means revenue will be growing at 10 to 12%, but in capacity size the telecom capacity as part of services will be growing substantially. And the project revenue is the segment which includes railways as well as non-railways, digitalization, and all other kind of projects which are not directly related, like we are doing a monetization project. But we have got rights for monetization of complete Pimpri Chinchwad municipal area for next 10 years. So these are which we cannot say part of directly digitalization or signaling. So all these categories, data center of course is a common requirement in most of the things. So data center will also be growing. I think that next 5 to 6 years, our project revenue will be somewhere around 60 to 70%.
Okay. Could you just explain this Pimpri Chinchwad monetization piece, Mr. Kumar?
So yeah, so this has been uh, basically a rights won by RailTel along with our partners, wherein the entire area, optical fiber laying and then monetization will be exclusively available with RailTel and our partners. So nobody else would be able to do, and whosoever wants fiber, they have to approach us, and then we will be sharing the revenue with Pimpri Chinchwad Municipal Corporation. And then we can also increase our broadband foothold in that area. So this is how there's the minimum revenue we have to share with the municipal corporation, and then over and above, there is a percentage which we have to share with them. This is how it will be.
what are the specs or what are the optics for something like this? What kind of revenues could potentially happen
So we
in
are
1-2 years?
expecting
And would you do other
project.
areas like this also, by the way? Sorry, that's the other question.
So see, our projections are that we should have around 700 crore of revenue from this uh, these rights over next 10 years. And as far as you said that we will be doing such activity other places also. So yes, given the opportunities and kind of ecosystem and partners available in that area, sure we will be of course going ahead. We will not think twice. See,
Okay.
because competition is there, and so we have to of course we cannot ignore that.
Got it. Mr. Kumar, a bit of a focus on the rail piece as well. As I'm given to understand the new electronic railway signal tenders, you've been entrusted, I believe, with 26 projects. The articles that I read seem to suggest that there is a ramp up of close to a lakh crores, and please correct me if I'm wrong, in this piece alone. So can you tell us more about this and what role would RailTel play and how would the benefits accrue to RailTel as a result of this alone?
See, there is these 1 lakh crore works which have been sanctioned are likely to be implemented over next 5 to 6 years. Uh, but as you know that there is no nomination works being awarded to any PSU now, mostly not. But RailTel being positioned strongly because we come from railways and we know railway systems. We are training our engineers also by taking works. Already we are executing 150 crore uh, value of work, signaling works in Northern Railway. So we are training our young engineers also. So we expect that out of this 1 lakh crore over next 5 to 6 years, we expect to get somewhere around 15 to 20,000 crores of orders through bids, of course, because the what we have seen that in this segment there are not many agencies who execute these works, and the amount of volume available now with the railways to carry out these works, they require new agencies. So now RailTel is very well positioned to enter this market in a uh, at this point of time, and we are sure that we will get success.
Okay. So over the next 5-6 years, cumulatively maybe 15 to 20,000 crores of order wins, and I presume these will be executed as well over the course of the next 5-6 years, right?
Yeah, I'm talking of execution
Okay.
as well.
Execution as well. Okay, fair call. The other thing I want to understand from you, Mr. Kumar, is how does RailTel benefit from the exclusive right of way on over 65,000 kilometers worth of tracks? I mean, it's a big statement, but the mind fails to imagine what is the kind of benefit that could come into RailTel as a result of all the activities that can happen. Can you give us some inkling about this?
First of all, I would like to correct your statement because this was exclusive right of way till
Okay.
such time, but there's a statement which I want to make. Practically, it will continue to be exclusive right of way because this is not so easy to lay cable. We have already we now already own a network which is 61,000 plus kilometers along the railway track, and for any telecom service provider or any even infrastructure service provider, laying cable along the railway track, knowing nuances, getting permissions, so there are challenges. So we see that though it is not exclusive now, but we have no threat in that. This certainly, yes, you rightly said, this is a good opportunity, good basically kind of quasi exclusivity available with us, because this is a different right of way from roadways, and roadways your activities are not that much controlled, nobody can control, but along the railway track, yes, to an extent activities are controlled and monitored. So it is slightly more protected right of way.
So what do you do in such a scenario, and what is the kind of, let's say, some numbers, if you can give us some idea about what kind of activity and the resultant numbers?
No, I didn't get your question. What
So
kind of?
I'm just saying, as a result of this quasi-exclusive right of way, what would RailTel do over a period of the next few years here, and what is the kind of, say, monetary benefits that come into the company as a result of doing activity here?
I may not be able to quantify a number, but certainly this is being a different right of way, different from others like roadways mostly. We have advantage of providing protection to many customers, because they want one connectivity through road, so then other connectivity going through rail route. This will provide. So this is one opportunity we have, and 2 point roughly 2 million passengers, I would say, traveling along the railway track, who are aboard train on daily basis. This is the amount of passengers available to the mobile service providers on a daily basis, is an opportunity. And when 5G and higher generation mobile technology comes up, so people may be, of course, uh, which right now actually these services are not so seamlessly available along the railway track. So these telecom service providers, of course, would like to be available to provide services along this seamless uh, railway track. Then we have access because of railways going to ports, many sidings like coals, mines. That is another advantage we have, which many other even roads do not go there.
Sure.
So that is why we are actually providing the MPLS kind of connectivity, VPN connectivity to most of the coal companies of Coal India. These are the advantages. Remote areas, yes, many places roads do not go, but trains are going,
Sure.
connecting northeast part of the country. So those are the advantages.
Got it. Sir, multitude of orders, multitude of businesses. I'll take 5 more minutes of your time and try and understand what happens going ahead. When I looked at your presentation, order book of 4,500 crores, a lot of major orders that you highlighted. I saw an SBI order worth 253 crores, CDAC order worth 287, another CDAC order 220. So a lot of orders which are sub 300. In fact, the largest order seems to be 287 crores. And then a lot of other orders which are maybe even 100 crores, 50 crores, 30 crores, so on and so forth. Do you reckon that over the next, say, 3 years, you would continue to win many orders of this magnitude, or could there be an opportunity of winning larger orders as well with a longer gestation?
I think you have said what I wanted to say. So this momentum is going to continue, gain more energy, and we will come out with winning larger value orders also. We are eyeing such orders. So Pimpri Chinchwad kind of order, this is not an order, this is a monetization opportunity, but over a period of 10 years, this is 700 crore. So yeah, if you see on a smaller time scale, this will be smaller, but we are eyeing opportunities, and there are opportunities available where we see that we are strongly pitched. We can pitch ourselves and get big value, even 500 crore plus orders, maybe 1,000 plus crore orders also.
That might happen
But
in
yes,
the current year itself, even if the long.
no, not this year. I cannot say this year, but yes, opportunities we are seeing where over next 4 to 5 years, we can have even bigger value, much bigger value orders also.
Got it. So just to reiterate what you had told us in the last time, you reckon that over the course of the next 4 to 5 years, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Kumar, that from an FY24 guidance of 2,500 crores, you could quadruple the revenues as well, and with EBITDA margins steady state at between 16 to 18% continuing. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yes, that is what we would be striving for, because project revenue coming in with 5 to 6% of margin, there's certainly going to be pressure on EBITDA, but the numbers we would strive to remain in 15 to 16, 17% range.
Okay, so even on that high base, you believe that between 15 and 17% is something that you can continue. So you could do 10,000 crores and still have 15 to 17% EBITDA margin between something like that.
I cannot forecast this number because sometimes I remember one case recently where there was a good competition, and we had to go a very little margin, but the value of the work anticipated was higher.
Sure.
So I have been telling this that sometimes you have to go for volume and compromise on EBITDA, because ultimately you are earning, you are making money, and you are earning profit. So that call also has to be taken. The only thing we should see that we are not basically we are not sacrificing our efficiency, operational efficiency.
Sure.
It should not happen that we are spending unnecessarily. That should not happen.
But suffice to say, it will not happen that the margins slide down to 11-12%. You largely strive to keep it around 15 or higher.
I would make it a different kind of statement that if you see the absolute growth in profit part,
sure,
that should certainly go steadily, even more than that. So if you say the growth of 25% and my profit part is growing more than that, then certainly I am making some sense.
Operational efficiencies certainly come into play. Okay, fair call.
Yes.
That is quite understood as well. Just one final question, sir. What about the international opportunities? A lot of Indian PSUs are now starting to do that by virtue of the size that they have and the experience that a lot of other countries are seeking their expertise. Does RailTel meaningfully expand there, or is the India opportunity large enough for you?
See, till now we were not available there. So recently we have got mandate from our ministry that we can go abroad also. And very recently, I think 1.5 months back, we have showcased our capabilities in one of the prominent South Asian country where there's a lot of potential, is Vietnam. So there was a Namaste Vietnam program, and we had sent our delegation there, showcase our capabilities. So similar kind of exercises we will be doing, and post G20, we are sure that we will be getting opportunities outside India also. Southeast Asia, I would say we are trying to focus on this market first, and then trying to find out that what can we do in this neighboring market first.
Great. We wish you all the best for that, Mr. Kumar. Thank you for taking the time out, and looking forward to talk to you post results.
Thank you very much.
The pleasure was ours. Viewers, thanks for tuning in.